Okay.
Are we going live?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, as usual, I'm gonna share it. Cool.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, everyone. There has got to be a better way for me to share when we go live. Sorry, everyone. We're just setting up, but we'll get started right away. The song that we will be singing with everyone later is God of the City. So if you want to just, I don't know, get the lyrics ready so you can sing with us.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. We used to do something like this. We used to have a page on YouTube called Harmony and Praise, and we really enjoy singing together, worshiping together. We love to be in front of cameras, but the biggest struggle that we had with maintaining that YouTube page was the post editing. It was really difficult, and we weren't really gifted at it, and so I think those YouTube days just lasted, I don't know, not too long. But when we started doing Facebook Live, due to the current situation that we're in, we talked and we said, how can we just continue to connect with our new church members, the core team, the launch team? How can we continue to keep in touch with them, and how can we bless people? And we said, why don't we try a live stream on a daily basis for like 10-15 minutes every night, since this is what everybody's doing anyway. Everyone's just in the virtual world, going through their social media, and why not, try to bless our friends and family. So this is what we're gonna do. This is a new thing that we're trying. We will try to bless you with a message of encouragement and a song at the end every day, at 10 p.m. Eastern time until things normalize. So did you have anything else that you wanted to add to that?
No, I mean, this is our way of trying to bless the city, and Hannah's going to talk more about why we're doing this, and we don't really have a name for this segment. If you see the description, it just says like Chroma Church Word of Encouragement. But yeah, we just want to encourage and bless people. We might come up with a more formal name later, but that's really just the heart of it, because a lot of people are feeling anxiety and fear and uncertainty, and there's a lot of negativity out there, and so we just want to combat that with some positive words of blessing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll start. Today it's been hard. It's almost like day one. Kids are officially not going to school starting today, at least in Columbus, Ohio, where we're at. Sheppy wasn't feeling too well. I didn't send him to daycare, and just morale was down. And I think we can all see the ugliness of humanity as we walk down the aisles of Target, our local grocery store, as we are trying to look for toilet paper. The people who actually need toilet paper, we don't have enough, right? That's us.
Yeah.
And you start to think, man, people are so selfish. People are greedy. And this hoarding mentality, where did it come from? And I myself started feeling that. And I was like, what is wrong with me? It's only day one. I was all hopeful and cheerful last week. And starting today, I just started to focus so much on the ugliness of humanity and started to see myself. And I started praying, God, why are we so ugly inside? Is this who we really are? And in times of crisis, we just become greedy, selfish people. And I asked God, is this really what this is going to be? This is what it's going to come down to? And God quickly led me to Genesis 1, 26, 27, where it says, this is after he created Man, he said, then God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. And that was such a strong reminder for me, because especially at a time like this, we need to focus on the truth. And the truth that he reminded me today is that he created me in his image. And that's who I am. And so, we want to spend the next several days talking about God, who he is, who he really is, what his image is like, because you may be thinking right now, okay, so we are created in his image, so what? How is that like? What is that like? But for me, that was a great reminder, no matter how ugly my feelings, my thoughts can get, because things are difficult, I just have to remind myself, but I am created in his image, and in me there is the beauty of God that lives in me. And Isaac also wanted to add something.
Yeah, I think that whole idea of the image of God is really important. It's one of the most important themes all throughout the Bible, all the way from Genesis to Revelation. But here's the thing about the image of God. We are all made in the image of God, all human beings. And like Hannah just said, that's a good thing, because that's why human beings have worth. That's why God values every human being, even some nameless orphan in a slum somewhere in a third world country that no one else cares about. But God cares about that orphan. He cares about every individual, because we are made in the image of God. So we do have goodness, we do have beauty, and we do have intrinsic worth. But here's the thing, that image in us is broken. That image of God in us is broken and marred by sin. And that's the reason why instead of beauty and goodness, you see all this ugliness, and you see, evil behavior coming out of people. That's why you see hoarding. That's why you see people fighting over toilet paper, and worse things might happen. There might be violence, there might be threats, there might be just fear and suspicion and all of that. And so what's the answer to that? What do we do about that? Well, there's nothing we can do to restore the image of God in us. Only God can do that. Mm-hmm. And so that's why God sent Jesus, his son. So the image of God in us can only be repaired, it can only be restored through Jesus, through his redemptive power. As we become saved, as we become cleansed and sanctified through Jesus, that's how that image of God in us is restored. And so, if you look at a couple of verses in the New Testament, like 1 Corinthians 11:7 talks about how man is the image of God. And we are created in his image. It affirms that. And 2 Corinthians 3:18 talks about how we are being transformed from glory to glory, from one degree of glory to another. And so we have this broken image, but that's now being transformed into the full, perfected image of God. And, so that process only begins when we have Jesus in our lives. That process only begins through Jesus. Apart from Jesus, that process of restoration can't even begin. And finally, Colossians 3, verse 10. Colossians chapter 3, verse 10 says that, we will be perfected in the image of our Creator. And so when you read at the end of the Bible, book of Revelation, that's when everything is perfected. That image is perfected in us, and that's something that we look forward to. So that's one of the reasons why, we have a passion to see everyone connected with Jesus. Mm-hmm. So if you're out there and, you're watching this and you never committed your life to Jesus, you don't have a relationship with him, tonight, why not make tonight that night? You can just give your heart to the Lord and put your faith and your trust in him, and he will begin that process of restoring the perfect image of God in you. Mm. Yeah.
Amen. Yeah, I think as we're sharing right now, I'm really sensing that we're desperate to connect with you all. I think we'll see more desperation in all of us as we are isolated, as we start to work from home on a regular basis. I don't know what's happening in your cities or states, but you know the trend. We see what's happening. And I'm just so desperate to see people, meet people. But through this channel, if we're able to connect with you, and ultimately all we want to do is just talk about Jesus. So in the next few days, several days, we want to connect, interact, leave us comments. At the end of the message, we will always be sharing a song, and today we will be sharing a song that we actually shared through our the YouTube page that I talked about earlier.
Yeah, when we first moved to Columbus 4.5 years ago, we put up a video on YouTube on our old Harmony and Praise channel, and we sang the song "God of this City." Because we wanted to bless this city. We really believe that God had great plans for Columbus and that he was going to do great things. And we just want to kind of pick up where we left off. And so we want to sing that song once again to bless you and to bless the city, because, you know, goodness knows this city needs some blessing right now. And so we just want to sing this prophetically over the city, that God is doing great things. He will do even greater things, especially in these very, very crazy times.
Crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to sing this, and we hope that you're blessed. You're the God of this city. You're the King of these people. You're the Lord of this nation. You are. You're the light in this darkness. You're the hope to the hopeless. You're the peace to the restless. You are. There is no one like our God. There is no one like our God. Greater things have yet to come, and greater things are still to be done in this city. The greater things have yet to come, and greater things are still to be done in this city. The greater things have yet to come, and greater things are still to be done here. You're the God. You're the God of this city. You're the King of these people. You're the Lord of this nation. Yes, God. You are. You're the light in this darkness. You're the hope to the hopeless. You're the peace to the restless. You are. There is no one like our God. Oh, there is no one like our God. The greater things are yet to come. The greater things are still to be done in this city. To come, the greater things are still to be done in this city. The greater things are yet to come, the greater things are still to be done here. There is no one like our God. There is no one like our God. There is no one like our God. There is no one. There is no one like our God. Oh, there is no one like our God. The greater things have yet to come, and greater things are still to be done in this city. Greater things have yet to come, and greater things are still to be done in this city. Oh, we believe, God. The greater things are yet to come. The greater things are still to be done here. Amen.
Amen.
God's gonna do great things. Amen. So yeah, let's just put all our faith and our trust in Him. And yeah, we hope you have a blessed night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.